Cats are quite delicate animals, as there are many things that bother them and can cause bad behavior on their part. If you want to know what your cat hates, you are in the right place. Number 1. Invade them. By invading, I mean not respecting its limits. Even if you love him very much and he loves you too, it is important that you leave him alone when he wants to be alone. It happens that cats are very likely to develop stress problems if they live with a lot of people for a long time, or also if there is a lot of noise for a while. That's why sometimes they go up to the roof or sleep near the window to sunbathe, since it's a time when they want to relax. But if you don't leave him alone for a minute and you want to be caressing him, carrying him, and playing with him, he's gonna end up hating you. Maybe he attacks you, or you're even gonna make him leave the house. So give him some space, for its sake. Number 2. The jokes. Joking with your pets or any animal is not the smartest decision you can make. A few years ago, videos of cats being frightened by cucumbers became very popular, or there are also those who have fun scaring them by putting on a mask of some animal. Please don't do this. If you do, your cat can become paranoid and suspicious, and in extreme cases you could generate a problem of prolonged stress, which not only affects their physical and psychological health, but it will also complicate their coexistence with you. So please avoid these jokes. Number 3. Rude children. Surely you have ever seen people who have fun telling a baby or a child to bother animals, because in their minds they believe that there will be no problem and say things like, "He is just a child, he will not hurt him, what harm can he do?" But let me tell you, this is a very serious mistake. Keep in mind that your cat, no matter how polite it is and how well it behaves, is still an animal, so its instincts can make her react in an unpredictable way. On the other hand, children and babies can become quite heavy when they play, so if you leave a cat with a child and he hurts it in some way, the cat will defend itself, scratching or biting the little one. The result will surely be a cat being sacrificed or thrown into the street because of the unconsciousness of the person who came up with the idea of leaving a cat for a child to play with, as if it were a stuffed animal. Remember that all animals feel and all children learn from an early age. So if you teach a baby how to hit animals, once and for all I warn you, that kid will not be a great person, he will surely develop a despicable behavior and it will all be your fault. Instead, teach him to love and respect all forms of life. When he is older he will thank you. And finally, if you're thinking about what to do because you gave your young son a cat, I must tell you that from the beginning you shouldn't have given him an animal. A child does not have the needed responsibility, so less will be able to take care of a pet. Be aware and don't give him a cat, a dog, a hamster, or a rabbit, just because he liked it. Number 4. The dirt. Surely, you have already noticed that it is not necessary to bathe a cat so that it is always clean. This is because they can't stand having a dirty coat, so they are licking themselves almost obsessively. In addition, thanks to their tongue with a porous texture, they are able to remove the garbage stuck in their hair without having to brush them. Something very curious they usually do is that sometimes, when we touch them, they immediately lick the area that we just caressed. That doesn't mean you disgust them or anything, but it's important for them to get their natural scent back because of animal instincts. In addition, when they are licked they are expanding their natural oils into their coat, which helps them maintain their body heat and protects them from moisture. Number 5. The water. I'm sure you're not surprised at this point. It is well known that water is not exactly what cats prefer, because when they are given a bath some begin to scream of despair and fear for being inside the water. If you did not know why they are so intolerant to being wet, today you will discover. Cats are originally from the Middle East, that is, they come from a warm and deserted area. Therefore, primitive cats did not see much water, as it was too scarce, so due to its origins, future generations grew distrustful of water as they did not know it. So you could say that hatred of water is a genetic issue. Some other cats like leopards and ocelots have adapted quite well to the water and are even good at swimming, but I doubt very much that cats will overcome this trance. Number 6. Punishments. Many people intend to punish their cat just as they punish their children. But keep in mind that a cat is not the same as a child. What I mean is, if your cat misbehaves, don't scold him, don't yell at him, let alone hit him. Because if you hit him, then who's the animal? All you're going to do is make him afraid, distrustful, stop loving you, stress him out, and maybe leave home. So you better avoid this stress and don't start screaming that you're not going to fix anything. I know that not everything is solved with hugs, but when it comes to an animal there are appropriate ways to make them understand that they did something wrong. If you want us to make a video on how to properly educate a cat, you can ask for it in the comments and we will gladly do it. Number 7, that you force him to live together. If you have already noticed that your cat is not comfortable with the visits or the new pet you brought home, don't try to force them to get along. Usually, when they don't want to live together, they prefer to hide, but if you force them to say hello, they may behave very hostilely and run away. Or if he's very aggressive, he might even attack the one you're trying to get him to get along with. So don't bother him, leave him where he feels safe and you'll see that little by little, your cat will start to get closer. Number 8, loud noise. Our felines have many skills far better developed than we humans. Unfortunately, these capabilities are not always good for them. The cat's ears are much finer than ours. Therefore, many are uncomfortable with loud sound. That's why they tend to be very scary when they hear very loud sounds by surprise. In fact, some can get traumatized, so I only recommend being careful when you do some activity that is very noisy. Number 9, the clothes. If you don't need to put clothes on, don't. I know and understand that they look beautiful in those funny outfits that some people put on them, but you should know that these accessories make them quite uncomfortable. Most cats control their body temperature through legs and fur, so they usually don't need clothes, unless they're short-haired and it's winter. Number 10, not letting them sleep. Any cat spends a large part of its day sleeping. This helps them to be relaxed and happy. If you don't let him sleep in peace, he could develop stress problems and obviously be in a bad mood, which will make him have unbearable behaviors. So to avoid trouble, let him sleep in peace. I invite you to subscribe for more videos like this. You can also follow our networks for more content. Let's keep the Gary's legend alive.